Hello friend, I am Rajesh. Today we start SQL, and in this video series firstly we discuss what is SQL and overview and purpose of SQL. Now we start what is SQL. Simple way you can say SQL is a standard query language. It is a standardized and programming language used for the managing and manipulation of relational database. Basically, you can manage or manipulate relational database, that is called SQL. It's provide a way to interact with data in database, enabling user to enabling user to query like insert, update, and delete. SQL is used to communicate with database, sending query and command to database to management system, DBMS execution basically. And another way basically what is a relational database. So relational database, that means a relational database is a type of database management system that organize data into a structured table. Simple way you can say a relational database management system is a organized data into a structured table. Each table consists rows and column. That means this part is the row and this is the column. So each table has rows and column, and each column represent field, that means the attributes in that records. Relational model use key, primary and foreign key, to establish the relationship between the one or more than one table, and ensuring data integrity and enable complex query across multiple table. The simple way, in a relational model use key like a primary key, foreign key, composite key, unique key, and in this type of key with the help of relation between two tables to ensuring data integrity. And it's used for the complex query with multiple table. Another way, simple term overview of SQL. In overview of SQL is a declarative language. SQL is a declarative language, which means you specify what you want to do with the data, like retrieving it, updating, and system determine how to perform the task efficiently. SQL is used to relational database management system, that means the RDBMS, such as MySQL, PostgreSQL, Microsoft SQL, Oracle, and SQLite. These systems store data in tables that are related to each other on the basis of a structure called a schema. Table is a database consists of the row and column, which each column represent a field name, age, price, such as rows represent record like individual person data, order like in individual person data like name, age, price, and order if you have product ID, product name, etc. Basically, SQL is the often used to data analytics developer and database administrator to interact with the database for the reporting and data entry and the management purpose. Okay, now we discuss about purpose of SQL. That means the purpose of SQL, the primary purpose of SQL allow user to integrate with relational database structure efficient way, especially used for data querying. Data querying means you can use select a statement to retrieve a specific data from database. Basically, you are using select a statement for retrieving the data from database. Another basically simple, you have an employee table and you want to select employee record is greater than 30. Then you can write the select a star from employee where age is greater than 30. That query basically SQL allow to querying complex database filter like aggregate and display data. Another is the data manipulation. Data manipulation means you can insert, update, delete data in the table. Another thing is that data definition. Data definition, that means you can create table, drop table, alter column, drop column, create table. Basically, you can use in data manipulation section create, alter, and drop, three command basically. And data control, basically another fourth point is the data control. Data control, that means the grant or revoke. Grant means assign permission. Basically, you can assign permission. User have a user roles like a read. Basically, some user has only read permission, some user has read and write permission, some user has only write permission. So that is the data control, basically grant. Basically another is a revoke. That means you can remove user permission from database. Another is the transaction control. Transaction control, that means SQL help to manage transaction using commands such as commit, rollback, and save point. These are three basically these ensure that database change are the consistent, isolate, and durability. Another is the ACID property. This is atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. I will back to the SQL to ensure reliable and fault tolerant database operation. Another in sixth point is the data integration. Data integration, that means SQL allow to sync constants like primary key, foreign key, unique, check, maintain such integrity and relation between the table. This consistent ensure that the data address to define rule such as preventing duplicate record and maintaining referential integrity between the table. Another is the security. Another 7 point is the security. Security, that means SQL provides security feature to control who can access and modify data through user role, permission, and authentication mechanism. Another thing is the data relationship. Data relationship, that means SQL allow to the creating relationship between the table. Basically join a statement you can using two or more than two table to perform more complex query involving data from multiple table, helping user extract meaningful information. In these things are in later video in deeply study basically. Okay, now in this video summarize, SQL is the standard language used to interact with the relational database, and its purpose to facilitate data management, querying, manipulation, definition, security, and transaction control. By using SQL, you can efficiently manage large volume of the structured data stored in the relational, adding, updating, deleting, querying the data. It's essential for the both database administrator and developer in the managing of the assessing data. Okay, thank you. Another next video we discuss about history of SQL.